On a sunny and beautiful day, Lucy decided to visit the pyramids with her parents. She was extremely excited about this trip, as she had heard a lot about the greatness of the Egyptian pyramids. Upon their arrival at the Giza Plateau, Lucy and her parents started by riding a camel, which was her first experience. She felt joy and excitement as she rode the camel around the pyramids. After that, they decided to ride a horse and take some souvenir photos with the pyramids in the background. While they were enjoying the beauty of the place, they met the tour guide Ahmed. Ahmed was friendly and knowledgeable about the history of the pyramids. He suggested they visit the Grand Egyptian Museum, and they agreed immediately. At the museum, Ahmed explained to them the different components of the museum, including the wonderful artifacts that date back to ancient Egyptian civilization. He talked about the statues of the pharaohs, the mummies, and the daily tools used by the ancient Egyptians. Ahmed also spoke about the greatness of ancient Egyptian civilization and how it was advanced in many fields such as medicine, engineering, and astronomy. Lucy was fascinated by everything she heard and saw, and she felt proud to learn about a part of her country's history. After finishing their tour of the pyramids, Lucy and her parents headed with Ahmed to the Grand Egyptian Museum. The museum was filled with treasures from ancient times. When they reached the mummies section, Ahmed began to explain the mummification process used in ancient Egypt. Ahmed said the mummification process was an important part of ancient Egyptian culture. They believed that preserving the body after death helped the soul reach the afterlife. Ahmed explained that the mummification process involved removing the internal organs, drying the body using natron, and then wrapping it in linen bandages. This process took about 70 days. He also pointed out that the mummies were placed in decorated coffins adorned with inscriptions and drawings that told the story of the deceased's life. Lucy was fascinated by all this information. She asked Ahmed, why did they put amulets and jewelry with the mummies? Ahmed replied, the ancient Egyptians believed that these amulets and jewelry provided protection and strength to the deceased in the afterlife. The amulets were made from various materials such as gold and precious stones, and were placed in specific parts of the body to achieve certain purposes. As they toured the mummies section, they saw the mummy of King Tutankhamun, which was one of the most famous mummies in the world. King Tut's mummy was remarkably well preserved, and the golden coffin it was placed in shone under the lights. At the end of the tour, Lucy felt that she had experienced a wonderful adventure and learned a lot about ancient Egyptian civilization. She was grateful to Ahmed for his detailed explanations and valuable information. This trip was an unforgettable experience for Lucy, as she learned a lot and enjoyed her time with her parents at one of the greatest tourist attractions in the world.